Okay, I want to do a part 2. So we have the ability to shift timelines. We always have. We are right now. We will continue to. The way you shift a timeline, first of all, is kind of a road that you're going down, right? So you have a timeline individually, and then the human collective has a timeline, okay? The human collective's timeline, imagine it like a road. The human collective is walking down that road, and based on the human collective's frequency, opportunities, experiences, probabilities, outcomes, etc., will be experienced on that timeline or road based on the frequency of the entire human collective. We also individually have our own timelines we're walking down based on our frequency that give us opportunities, experiences, possibilities, etc., based on our frequency. The way you shift a timeline is you shift the frequency that you're in, and you shift the frequency of the human collective. So as we shift the human collective, because remember, we're on the battlefield or the field with all the other humans, and our frequency impacts the human collective's frequency. If we continue to hold higher states of consciousness within our body, regardless of what is occurring externally, we will shift the human collective's reality. I'll say that again. If you shift your own body by holding higher states of consciousness, you're shifting your frequency within your body by holding higher states of consciousness, by choosing ways of being, ways of thinking, ways of experiencing emotions, behaviors, beliefs, all of it, right? If you are acutely aware of how you are being in every now moment, you will be able to choose to hold higher states of consciousness regardless of what's happening in the external. And when you do that, you are part of the human collective, and you will shift the frequency of the human collective. And when you do that, you have the ability to shift the human collective's timeline. That's how we're shifting an entire human collective's timeline. And the external experiences, opportunities, possibilities, etc., that we are seeing in the external. As we increase our frequency, as we increase the frequency of the human collective, what we are seeing on timelines that we are walking down with the human collective is the collapsing of the dark shadow that we haven't seen. The dark shadow is appearing, we're seeing it, we're watching it, we're saying, holy cow, I can't believe this. This is getting worse, but it's not. We're pulling the collective into higher timelines. So the only thing we can do is pay attention to our own frequency, focusing on the higher timelines. What do you want to see? What do you want to be in? Not, oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God, how do I survive this? Oh my God, I'm in so much fear. Oh my God, they're doing this. Oh my God, they're doing that, right? In this fight or flight experience, this fight or flight consciousness, that's a restrictive freeze frame type of way of being. Instead, you want to be expanded. You want to be open. You want to be excited even as these things are unraveling. Remember, we are literally lighting up this human collective consciousness, this field of frequency. We're lighting it up because we are lighting up more. And when you light up a consciousness that has been very dark, you have to see the dark. The dark comes to light. That's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the dark come to light. And if you play in it and pay it and buy into it like it is the only reality, then you're holding the same frequencies as that shadow dark that's coming up based on the amount of light that we're holding to shine on it. So you want to see through it. It's an illusion. It's just the dark coming up because we are shining so bright. Because we're shining so bright. We have to see this absurdity. We have to see the craziness unravel, the shadow unravel. See beyond it. Continue to hold higher states of consciousness, which is we're all unified. How much more love can I give myself in humanity? How much more compassion can I give myself in humanity? How much more empathy can I give myself in humanity? How much more attention can I pay to what I am choosing? What am I choosing today to be in? What am I choosing to think? What am I choosing to believe? What are you choosing? Nobody has the ability to tell you how to be, think, or feel but you. And if you are in a country right now where you are watching massive control and chaos on the streets, hold the higher states of consciousness. See this, see through it. See it for the collapsing within the entire beautiful human collective right now. Our role is to hold the frequencies in our bodies, hold the higher states in our bodies, in it. And that is how we shift the human collective out of the dark into the light. See through the illusion. See through the illusion. I'm promising you that we continue to pull. We continue to lift the human collective into these higher states. Please, please, if this resonates, pay attention to what you are perpetuating out from you. Anger, rage, greed, fear, manipulation, control, right, wrong, good, bad, pointing fingers, right? Or seeing the bigger picture, holding empathy, compassion, and love. This message cannot be thrown at us enough. We need to hear this all day long, because the external darkness that we are collapsing is very loud. It's very, very loud, and it's very manipulative. Fear is so powerful and potent when it comes in. We believe it, we fall into it, we lose our power, our sovereignty, our empowerment, our ability to choose and make choices. I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not saying that you're not going to break down and have tears and anger and rage. I'm saying be that aspect, be that human, and then stand up in your power. Stand up in your empowerment, in your sovereignty, in your light. Choose to be the warrior of light that you came here to be, without perpetuating anger, rage, fear, chaos, greed, manipulation, but instead stand in your power, stand in your truth, stand in your voice, stand in your light, stand in your knowingness, knowing that you are absolutely, unequivocally, 1000% shifting the entire human collective, regardless of what it looks like in your country, in your state, in your city, in your province, in your town. Regardless, your light is shifting the entire human collective. How are you being in every now moment? How are you being with other humans? Are you telling them they're wrong? Belittling them? Trying to create fear in them? Or are you allowing them to be? Are you holding your own light and your own truths? Are you speaking your truth when you need to? From a place of sovereignty, from a place of love, from a place of compassion, from a place of empathy. When you know that you're so powerful with your light that it doesn't matter what others are thinking, doing, or being, all that matters is that you speak, think, and feel what you need in your sovereign field with compassion, empathy, and love. The power of that alone is one of the most beautiful gifts of shifting into higher states of consciousness. It is not about anyone else. It's about you. And it's about the role you came down in here to play. The role you incarnated to be in this now moment. Let everyone else play out their roles. You're here to hold the higher states in the midst of massive collapsing of dark systems. Not good, not bad, just called the evolution of human consciousness. You got this. I love you. Thank you for being here. How are you being in every now moment? Let's shift this entire human collective. I love you.